Hello guys, welcome to the Swift Programming Language for Absolute Beginners video. In this video, we'll be looking at enumerations. Enumerations enable us to define a custom type that contains a list of all possible values for the type. Enumeration is first-class type, so it can have a computed properties, initializer, an instance method, and can also conform to protocol. In this video, we'll be looking at enum syntax, that is, we are going to examine how we can create our own enum. We also look at case iterable. We also look at matching cases with switch statements, and finally we will look at associate values. That is, how can our enum cases, how can we add more values to our enum cases. Without further ado, let's move into Xcode. Now in Xcode, I'm going to start with defining our own custom enum. So to define a custom enum, we'll say enums, and then the name of the enums which we wanted to declare. So in this case, I'm going to call it continent. Remember, this is a custom type. That means that the name can be any name you feel like. Now, let's define our cases. We say case, to define our case, and then you can say Asia, case, Africa, case, North America, case, let's say South America, Europe, and last let's use Oceania. So let me put Atlantica, then case, let another case be Oceania. Now, with this, now we've defined our own enum type with these different values and cases. So to access those values now, what we'll do is that we can say, let's declare a variable, let's call it var, let me call it continent, assign it to continent, let's say we wanted Asia, for example. Then we are going to do dot Asia. And if we print this continent to the console, we should see Asia in our console. So let's print this and see what we have. Print continent. So let's run this. So now we can see that we have Asia on our console. Now let's look at case iterable. So sometimes I want to iterate over an enum cases. So to do that, we have to extend this, we have to conform this to this protocol, which is case. We have to extend this, sorry, this case iterable. So what this does is that it enables us to able to iterate over the cases of this enum. So now with this, now I can now run a for in loop on this and print all the cases out. So for example, if I want to do that, I can say for continent, sorry, let me just say let's say cont for continent in, then we use continent, the name of continent, the name of enum which we declare, dot, then we say all cases. All cases. Now let's just print this to the console and say print cons to the console. Now let's run this. Now we have all the cases in our in the this thing listed to the console. Next thing we look at is matching cases with switch statements. So let's look at this. Let's say I have switch. We've talked about switch in the control flow video. So if you don't, you can check it out. Sorry. Switch. Then what's the expression we wanted to evaluate? In this case, I'll be using the continent instance which we declare. So now I can use curly braces here. Now, what are the cases we have in this? Let me just be talking. I can say. So I'll say case, then dot Asia, then we put the case block. I'll say print string, the country. This is Asia. Now we have to do this for all the cases we have available in our Enum type. So I can say Africa next. The next we can also North America. Europe. So this is Europe. Antarctica. And the last we can just say Asia, which is the last case. Oceania, sorry. Oceania. So if we bring this to the console, let's see what we have. Now you can see we now have this is Asia. And we can change this. We can if we change this from Asia, let's say Africa. Run this again. Now you can see on our console we now have this is Africa. Now lastly, let's look at associate value. So associate value allow us to store additional value in our cases. This value can be of any type. It can be of a custom type. It can be of one of the built-in type. It can be of any type. So let's look at how we do this. So to do this, I'm just going to use the example we have before. So for that, for example, now I can say I'm passing a string in this Asia, for example. I can say it like this. So in case I can say string. Now, in our switch cases here now, we have to pass some string inside this. Let's say, okay, let me put this, let me go back, let me change this one back to Asia. And then let's say I wanted to put China. Let me put China in here, China. So in here now, I have to can say, and then let's use a constant, say const 3. So let me use string interpolation, country. So now let's print this with console and see if it works. Sorry, this was with country with you. And we have, this is China. You can also put another country, let's say for example, North Korea. Let's run this again and see what we have. So you can see we now have, this is North Korea. So this is how associate value works. And as the definition, as I said earlier, just let us add more values to our cases. And this value can be of any types. So guys, this is the end of this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, leave a like button, and share. See you in the next video.